Divide x squared minus 5x plus 9 by x minus 3 using synthetic division. So first, we're going to set up our given by using these steps. Arrange the divisor and the dividend in descending order of degree. Since our given is already arranged in descending order, notice that their exponents are arranged in decreasing order. So x squared, x raised to 1, x raised to 0. The same with the divisor, x raised to 1, x raised to 0. So we have no problem with step number 1. Just in case there are missing terms, we're going to insert zeros as coefficient of the missing terms. But since our degrees are written consecutively, 2, 1, 0, 1, 0, so it means there's no missing terms. So we can now proceed to synthetic division. So first, we're going to write down the numerical coefficients of our dividend. So this is our dividend. So we know that this x squared right here, it has a numerical coefficient of 1. So the numerical coefficient is 1. In the second term, it's negative 5. The third term is 9. Then equate the divisor into 0 and solve for x. So x minus 3 equate into 0, so equals 0. Then solve for x by adding 3 in each side of the equation because we want to isolate x. So the value of x is 3. And this 3 will serve as our number indicator. So let's get started. And this will serve as our guide. So we'll just bring down the number ones. Then we will keep on repeating times and plus. Let's get started. So first, bring down the numerical coefficient or the leading numerical coefficient 1. Then after that, multiply. So 3 times 1, that is 3. Then add. Negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2. Then 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Then 9 plus negative 6 is positive 3. Then lastly, the quotient. This will be our quotient. It should be 1 degree lower than the dividend. So since our dividend, the first term is x squared. So our first term, the first term of our quotient should be 1 degree lower. So 1 degree lower of x squared is x raised to 1. 1 degree lower of x raised to 1 is x raised to 0. And the rightmost number will be our remainder. And we're going to simplify our quotient. So 1 times x raised to 1, that is simply x. X raised to 0 is 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. So x minus 2 is our quotient. Then we will just add the remainder. So since that is positive 3, so positive 3 over the divisor x minus 3. And this will be our answer. X minus 2 plus 3 over x minus 3. In our given number 2, divide 8 plus x cubed by 2 plus x. So since the given is not yet arranged in descending order, notice that in here it is ascending order. So x raised to 0. Then next term is higher, which is cube. So we're going to arrange it by just simply interchanging them. So it is now in decreasing order. The same with our divisor. So we know that our divisor has a degree of 1. So 1, 0. So it is now arranged in decreasing or descending order. Then notice that there are missing terms because as you notice in our leading term here, it is x cubed. So there's supposed to be x squared and x raised to 1. But since there is none, it means there are missing terms and we're going to insert with 0 numerical coefficients. Why? Because we don't want the original value of our given will be affected. Anyway, 0 times x squared and 0 times x raised to 1 is still 0. So, it will still go back to its original value, which is x cubed plus 8 from our given. So, we are now ready to do the synthetic division. And that is by writing down the numerical coefficient. So, x cubed here, the numerical coefficient is 1. X squared, 0. 0 also for x raised to 1 and 8. Then for our divisor, we're going to equate it into 0 and solve for x. So x plus 2 equals 0. Add negative 2 in each side of the equation. X equals negative 2 and negative 2 will be our number indicator. And let's get started. So following this guide, bring down 1. Then negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. 0 plus negative 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. Then negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. 8 plus negative 8 is 0. and this will be our quotient. So we'll just write the quotient 1 degree lower than our dividend. So 1 degree lower of x cubed is x squared. 1 degree lower of x squared is x raised to 1. 1 degree lower of x raised to 1 is x raised to 0. Then this 0 right here will be our remainder. So it means we have no remainder here. Then we will just simplify our quotient. So 1 times x squared, that is simply x squared. X raised to 1 is x times negative 2, that's negative 2x. X raised to 0 is 1. And 1 times 4, that is positive 4. And this will be our quotient, x squared minus 2x plus 4.